maize rather than what I just said, chaff. So that should end up as some... Come on! Should end up as something we can feed the sheep with. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, good. Seriously, it's got hitched up on the truck. Super. There. A little bit again. Oh, stop doing that. Okay. I'm going to try and get that connected to... Let's get that end connected to there. This is a little bit... what's the word for it? So because that tray is so close to this, it's very easy to end up putting the pipe on the stowage rather than on the other thing. So this one should go there. Nice. Get back in here as soon as the truck's empty. We'll take that down to the farm. Seriously. Well, they didn't want to talk, so good. Whoops, turn off the pump. Oh. Pump automatically turns off when the tank's empty, but doesn't turn off when the tank's still full. Okay, and stowed. Good. Now the thing is, there's not a lot of field left over here. But we'll do what we're doing. Oh, I was coming the other way. Okay. Guess it's probably a wise plan to do this in the direction it was doing it before. So line up on that round about 180 degrees. So that's a good line. That looks about the middle. And go worker. Nice. Truck. So yeah, obviously there's a lot more fields to do over that side. I was thinking if I started doing that side, then I wouldn't have to jump back to the tractor and move it if it finished its job rather than unexpectedly ended up empty. But that's not, I think, going to be too much of an issue. It's going to be close to empty when we return anyway. We'll just do this. that's the JCB. I've never had the JCB parked next to the Challenger before. And that's quite a contrast in size. And for grass cutting, we will be using the Challenger a little bit later, so that we can get our top sheep field fed. But for right now, we're kind of okay. Okay, where's the truck? Where's the truck? Come on, truck. Jake driving the truck. Or Josephine, I don't know. I didn't look. So what I'll probably do is I'll drive into the burger bar lay-by. Drop off the truck, take the JCB to the store, and then take the truck over to the BGA. Something like that. And obviously the truck can keep up with this, no trouble. So a couple of weeks ago, there was an update for the truck, and updating the mod ended up deleting it from the gameplay. And then the following week there was another update for the truck, but that didn't delete it, so that's a good thing. I'm not sure what actually they did. Okay, where's the lay-by? Right here. Okay, Hunter can go and get himself a burger. And I'll take this over here. Should probably put it in the parking spot, but okay. Digested 68,000 left. Okay, you can pump that. We're going shopping. Well, FS19, hello and welcome to this morning's stream. Don't need money, do need shopping. I shop. Potato technology, we need a header. Topper, even. And we need a that one. I don't know why. That's 1.5 meters. That's 1.5 meters. Oh, that says you do not require a cutter before using this machine. You do for this one. Okay, so that's why that one's a little bit more expensive. But I don't like driving with those because you have to put narrow tyres on your main tractor to haul that. So I'm looking at a 150 horsepower tractor with narrow tyres to harvest. Actually, you should probably have double narrows. And I can demonstrate that in a second. Left swath dropping. Yeah, that's fine. Buy that. So yes, you're basically looking at wheel setup, standard, that setting. So you've got more rubber on the ground, so you're spreading your weight of your tractor, but you've got a row of potatoes running between the singles. So, you don't need the topper. We're going to use one, just because it's easier. So, what am I doing? I am driving forward. Why is that not connecting? Am I on the wrong side? Okay, let's get out. I might be on the wrong side. That's interesting. Okay, well, this is going to use the four-wheel steering to good effect, I guess. So yeah, and the reason for using this harvester rather than the slightly more expensive one that doesn't use the topper is it does a double swath, so you're effectively harvesting 3.5 meters into a pile rather than just 1.5 meters dropped out the back. So the pickup is going to be quicker using that tool. Okay, we'll go back to the boga joint. And go get the truck, which should be full now. I can hear the wind. It's awesome. At least I assume I can hear the wind. Okay, so that's one more truckload of digestate left here. I'm kind of thinking maybe we won't have enough to do field 2, or 1, whichever one we're currently doing. To drop back the follow me a bit because we now have an implement on the back. Drop back to 35, that should be fine. Okay, how's the road look? Road looks fine, let's go. So that car just went past, it's going to be going back towards the farm. And I really can't do anything about that right now. Oh. So we have our potato kit, or at least the start of our potato kit. Now the other advantage is once you've topped a field, the crop is safe from being driven over. It's one of the reasons why I don't use the topper at the same time I'm using the harvester. I'll pull back into traffic here. Good job I did. There's enough room to get past it. Of course, the truck can't accelerate as good as I can. We already discovered that bit. Oh, it looks like our oilseed radish over there on the left is finally grown. So I can plough that in at any time. I'm planning to leave that. That's going to be sunflowers next year. So we won't be ploughing that in until the spring. So I don't know at this stage what the nitrogen adder will be for oilseed radish, and that's obviously something we'll find out later. Everything else I've done, we've put on slurry, so it's an immediate boost. Okay, I'm going to tell the truck to stop following me and then get out of his way before he crashes into me again. Alright, so we've got the potato harvester on the back. I could leave that on there, although I was planning on using the other red tractor case. So drop that there. And we'll drop that one right there. We'll put this away for now. I'm going to need it out later, or something out later, but for right now, everything's good. Alright, let's go get the Valtra on the topper and get that job started. Actually, I'll have the truck follow me again. That would be the plan. Where is the truck? Where is the truck? Hey. I'm guessing as soon as I told it to stop following me, with the drag of the hill, it just stopped. Pretty much immediately. It didn't coast for a while. Come on. Now, supposedly this driving extension does have a manual gear shift option, but I haven't really learnt how to use it or set it up. But that might alleviate my struggles up these hills. Can't run ahead too far because you may just get stuck. What speed's he going? 16, 11, 10. I mean, not that this tractor's particularly fast. This is generally my spraying tractor. Permanent has narrow wheels on it, so I can use it for the simple jobs like this one, which doesn't need a vast amount of horsepower for. I think it's only about 125, 135 horsepower. Normally I'd have something like Massey Ferguson 5700. But the Valtra G is a good alternate option. Or a Fendt 300. Just something you can potter around with. You can put narrow tyres on. You can use it on a small sprayer. And it just gets the job done. Otherwise I'd be using something like the JCB for this task, and it's kind of overkill. Okay, he did make it to the end. I don't know if he ended up empty or not. Oops. So anyway, that's the class. Bring that over here and I'll just set it off on a worker. There you go, nice. Okay, the potato harvest has begun. Let's go find that truck. Actually, for this job, or for this particular step, what I might do is just park that there and we'll go get the class. Oh, he is very full. See, maybe I should have just said stick it on the other side of the field and do this corner later. I think for right now just going to do it myself, and we'll run as much of this headland as I can. And as I said, I'm not too worried about 100% coverage. I'm not even sure we'll make 100% coverage with the amount of digestate we have available, but it reduces the amount of solid or liquid fertilizer I'm going to be putting down on the field anyway, because we're planting this with cereal crop, which I think it's about time we could do it. We've got 2 slurried fields now. Well, as soon as this one's done, we'll have 2 slurried fields. Also need to get herbicide out on these fields as well, and that's going to be a manual job. I'll probably end up doing that with GPS on. I did bother to pay for GPS on that smaller tractor. Alright, let's turn that off, and we'll get this lined up for this side of the field at around about 0 degrees again. Okay, what do we see what that angle is? I think it was, there we go, 0 degrees and worker. Hello worker, my old friend. Let's go. Okay, so that is now running like a good one. That's running like a good one. So yeah, as soon as that's done, I can drive on this field with trucks and everything else. But for right now, we need the case. Whoops, case Puma. There. Do I? Actually, I think what I'll do is I'll put the case on the tipper, which means I don't need it right away. I think the tipper's in here. Yeah. Because taking the semi up to that top field is going to be less than ideal, I think. But I I do not have the pickup thing yet. So you're still doing your thing. I want the JCB. I'll put the JCB back on the harvester, I think. That one. Stepped right through it. So all the JC... Oh, that's going to be interesting. Oh, that's... Yeah, no, I'm trying to think ahead here. So obviously this thing I can do with a worker. It's going to drop the potatoes out on the left side as it goes up and down. So it's going to create a double row. Or, yeah, I think they call them windrow of potatoes. So that's fine. And then we need the collecting thing, which shovels those windrows up into its container. So it's like a potato harvester without the digging tool. And I was thinking, oh, I'm going to have to follow that with a tractor, yeah, with a tipper. So it's going to be constant supervision. But no, the potato picker upper has its own what do you call it? Hopper. So we can do a little bit of pickup and then we'll have to offload into a tipper, and that will be a laborious job. Not something we can do with a worker. And obviously, since this thing, you do 2 passes with the digging tool for every single pass with the collector, I can't do that with a follow me, because I would be effectively I'd want it done every other row. So we can leave that there for the moment. I'm wondering if that should have a weight on the front. What did I want to check? I wanted to check field state. So yeah, that's coming up ready to harvest. So I'm going to let that do most of this before we start the harvester, just because it's going to be a little bit easier that way. Did our JCB class run out of stuff? Oh yeah, and he's nearly at the exit, so okay. Fold that up again. And go and have some fun and games with the hoses. That one's the one I want. It's kind of weird that it does the whole dancey thing. I can't grab it and just pick it up. I have to drag it off the... Whoa. Off the carrier in order to actually pick it up and use it. Oh, I'm going to have to move the tractor forward a little. It should be good. So this isn't the greatest thing, but I kind of enjoy using it. Plus, it means I can pump both ways. So if the tank is full at the end of it, I don't leave digestate sat in the tank for 12 months. I can just pump it back into... I've got a field resupply tank down at the farm. I couldn't find a nice slurry tank that I could just put in the ground at the farm and I could store all the slurry there, because then what I could do is I could use the tanker to transport from the BGA to the local tank. and just store it there. And when I needed it, it would be here rather than having to traipse all the way down to the BGA in order to, oops, you have to turn the pump off every time I need to reload. Okay, pump off. Close the thing. Drop the pipe on the floor, get back in the tractor,